Welcome back to another clay tutorial. Today we are going to create the second character from the Amazing World of Gumball. Last week we created Darwin, so today we're going to create his brother Gumball. Next week we can start a new series on the channel, which is also going to be from Cartoon Network. We'll be creating Adventure Time. It's pretty funny because you guys have been requesting Adventure Time characters, and I also already had this plan that I was going to make some. So that all worked out pretty well. I like Adventure Time a lot, it's one of my favorite cartoons, so I'm going to make more than 2 figures. I'm thinking probably 5, but we'll see how it goes. So now let's jump into the clay creation. Right now we're creating the face, and this is the method I always use for creating eyes. I just think they look so much better indented into the face rather than sitting right on top of it. So now let's make some holes for the black clay for the center of the eye. And now we have this sort of pad where the whiskers come out of, I think is what that is. And now we have the pink little nose. And we'll start cutting out the mouth. I've been doing this for a while with the mouths too, where I cut out the whole mouth. And I think this just gives a lot more life to the clay figure. So let's get everything smoothed out and we can fill it in with some bright red clay. And on top of that, we'll make a ton. It's not very often that I put teeth into a clay figure, but this one we'll just do 1 tooth. That's usually how Gumball shows up in the cartoon. So now, Gumball is always wearing sort of a sweater and maybe some jeans or some dress pants. So we're gonna start creating that. Here we have the main body part, where it's the top of the body and I guess sort of where the legs will connect into. So here we have the legs. We're going to use some wires because we want him to stand up nice and straight. I had some problems with this anyway, but the legs at least stayed how I wanted them to. It's just the head that gave me a lot of trouble. Here we have some wrappings around the legs. I think in the cartoon, Gumball has his pants rolled up, and this is sort of the inner part of his pants that you can see. Here we have the top of the neck for the turtleneck. And we'll create the arms here. We don't need any wires for the arms though, because they'll just kind of stay up by themselves. We can add some texturing into the arms. And we can just place those right on the body and blend them together. Now let's move on to creating the hands. Luckily, like always, these are very easy hands that I picked to create. We don't really have to do much for fingers, we can just cut them out. We don't have to add in the individual fingers or anything. And the feet are nice and simple too, we can stick them right into the wires. And it looks like he's standing up by himself, so let's create the neck here with a wire for support. And Gumball is ready to get baked. I mentioned earlier that I had some troubles with the head. I don't know how I didn't think of this, but look how crooked this head is. And yep, it just fell right off the body. So this head, I think it was just too heavy to bake into the clay figure. But this will be an easy fix, don't worry. We just have to cut off some of this blue clay. And we'll also cut out some of the blue clay that's on the head just to make everything nice and smooth. Let's take some blue clay and put it onto the body. And we'll bake these 2 pieces separately. And now Gumball is ready to get baked. Again. After being in the oven a second time, Gumball is finally ready. Let's glue him together. And here it is, guys. Gumball. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you all next Saturday.